Hello you guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to crochet this very easy flower along with the two little leaves. This is just a very easy project that you can add basically to a hat, to a purse, to anything you're working on. So this is what we're going to be working on today. I'm going to show you how to crochet this very easy flower along with the two little leaves. This is the crochet hook brand I'll be using, and this is the size. Now to begin the little leaf, I'm going to get my crochet hook, cause a little bit of pressure, rotate it all the way around, and I'm going to be making a chain of 10. This one here counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So there I have my little chain of 10. What I'm going to do here is very simply, I'm going to wrap the yarn around my crochet hook and go into the first stitch, grab that yarn, bring it in through the first stitch, and there you can see the 3 little loops. I'm going to wrap the yarn around my crochet hook and bring it in through my 3 little loops. From here, I'm going to directly wrap my yarn again around my crochet hook and go into the following stitch. Grab that yarn and bring it in. There's my 3 loops again. I'm going to wrap the yarn around my crochet hook and just continue this process. I've gone all the way to the other side. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to skip 1 stitch and go directly into the following stitch. I'm going to grab my yarn and bring it in through that second stitch, and I'm going to bring this loop in through that loop. And from here we're going to continue doing the same exact thing we did for the first row. There's my 3 loops. I'm going to wrap the yarn around my crochet hook, and I'm going to continue doing this till I get to the opposite side when there's 2 stitches left. I've come all the way across to the opposite side. What I'm going to do here is I'm not going to wrap the yarn around my crochet hook. I'm just going to go directly, skipping the following stitch and going into the last stitch. I'm going to place my crochet hook in through there, grab that yarn, bring it in, and just bring it directly in through that loop. Now I'm going to flip my little leaf so I can start going in this way now. So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to skip this stitch, go into the following stitch, grab that yarn, bring it in through that second stitch, and then bring it in through the loop. And start doing the same thing again, which is wrapping the yarn around your crochet hook and going directly into each of the stitches. I've gotten all the way to the other side and there's 2 stitches left. What I'm going to do here is I'm not going to wrap the yarn around my crochet hook. I'm just going to skip this stitch, go into the last one, grab that yarn, bring it in through that stitch, and I'll bring it in through that loop. I'm going to stretch it out a little bit and get my scissors and clip it around this area right there. So now I'm going to get the little loop, the main source of yarn that I was using. I'm going to bring it in through the loop, and I'm just going to press, and there's the little shape for your leaf. It just gives you a perfect little rounded edge for your little leaf. And what you can do here, what I like to do, is I make a knot. Now what I do is I just clip off the little extra tail, and there you have your little leaf. You can go ahead and make 2 of these so that you have 2 little leaves for your flower. Now to begin the flower, I'm going to get my crochet hook and cause a little bit of pressure. I'm going to rotate my crochet hook all the way around, and I'm going to begin a chain of 50. Here we have a chain of 2 so far, so I'm just going to continue making that chain of 50. I'm wrapping the yarn around my crochet hook and bringing it in through the loops I create. And I'm just going to continue doing this until the count of 50. I've just completed my chain of 50. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to wrap the yarn around my crochet hook, and I'm going to bring it in through the first stitch. I'm going to grab that yarn and bring it in through the first stitch, and there I have my 3 loops. From here, I'm going to wrap the yarn around my crochet hook and bring it in through the 3 loops, and here I have my little chain that I'm going to start of 4. This one here counts as 1, 2, 3 and 4, From here, I'm going to wrap the yarn around my crochet hook. I'm going to come back to my original chain of 50, and I'm going to place my crochet hook inside the following stitch. And there I am. I'm going to grab the yarn, bring it in through that stitch. There's my 3 loops again. I'm going to wrap the yarn around my crochet hook and bring it in through the 3 loops. From here again, I have 1 little loop. I'm going to make a braid of 4. This one counts as 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to do the same exact thing again. I'm going to wrap the yarn around my crochet hook, and I'm going to go into the following stitch, and I'm just going to continue doing this to every single one of my braid of 50. I'm just going to continue doing the same exact thing. Here I have the little strand I've worked on for my flower. What I'm going to do is I'm going to begin rolling it in. Just rolling, rolling, rolling. What I like to do now is I like to sew the flower together. You can also use a yarn, similar color that you used for your flower. What I did here is I grabbed a yarn in similar color, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it backwards, and that's what it looks like from the back of your flower. And I'm just going to begin stitching the braid part together. That just makes it easy to keep the flower all together. So all I'm doing is going in there and just sewing up the flower together. That way when you place it wherever you're going to place it, it stays nice and compact and it doesn't lose its shape. So I'm just going to continue doing this all the way around. Once you're done sewing your flower, this is what it should look like from the back. You want to make sure that it's nice and sturdy and that won't come undone once you place it onto the project you're working on. I like to leave a little long piece of strand so that I can attach it to the project I'll be working on. So this is basically it. You have your 2 little leaves that we worked on, and then you have your little flower. It's just a very easy, fun project to work on. I hope you guys like these and try them out. Be safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.